Hello! Welcome to ReviewPlay, a series where I, Seven, take a game, and we play it a little bit, and I give you my opinions about it. So yeah, today we are playing Path of Exile. I have been playing this game a good bit, since I'm level 50 already. And so, yeah, I will break it down and give you just a raw explanation of, this game and some gameplay and give you guys my opinions and stuff like that. And don't you worry, if you have come from the previous series of Oxygen Not Included, I highly recommend watching that one if you want to try another game. But if you've come here from that series, don't you worry none, there will be, in the future, more Oxygen Not Included episodes in the future. So yeah, let us get started. Dramatic pose, here we go. So let's get a quick sum up of all of the things that you see on your screen real quick. If you're new to action role-playing games or just these kinds of games in general, I can give you a quick lowdown. Over here you have potions, and there's different kinds, and they do different effects, and they have different qualities and stuff like that, and they can help recover health or mana or make you faster. You have your life and shield, two different things that keep you alive. You have your abilities here. Quick tip for people that are trying to add a new ability. It's sometimes not super intuitive, but if you left click it, then you can click and assign your skill there. So, little helpful hint right there. You can also keybind these, and you can hold down the control button to access more of them. You have your mana right here. And, this now leads to your inventory. Well, bam, I, just like in Minecraft, always keep everything in my inventory. So I'm not really organized in that kind of way. But yes, so you have, your basic gear here. Belts, gloves, weapons, helmets, and stuff like that. These things are your abilities, like right here. So let's take Lacerate, for example. Let me show you what this does. Hold on. Okay, so now that we're out here in the wild where anything could attack us whatsoever, time to show you what this ability does. Okay, Lacerate does this. It sends out a beam, but I just clicked it once. Why? Why is it doubling? Aha, this is why. So, in this game, you don't just get these abilities. You have to find gems and put them in your gear. Okay, so yes, there's red, green, and blue gems, and they give you different kinds of abilities. So Lacerate, for example, would do this, send out a few beams like that. Well, attacks, I mean, not beams. And then you have support gems. So like this one allows it to multi-strike a few times. And because of this little link right here, as well as, if this was in your inventory and you see right next to it all of the red X's and the green check marks, that's what this ability can benefit. It's a support. It even says multi-strike support. You can put this in here and it'll improve this. If you hover over this one, see how the other three highlight? That also means that they're all kind of impacting this ability. What's an example? Aha, this one. The leap slam. Bam, like that. This one is not getting impacted by these. So it could, because of the link, if I had support gems in these, but I don't. So yes, that is how you get different abilities, and how you can support them with different support abilities. One last note on abilities is they do a lot of things, like almost everything in this game. And a lot of people might get scared about this game and think, oh, it's super complicated. But at the end, you just experiment, you just kill things, and you try different abilities. And if you really get lost, I highly recommend starting off with a build guide. This character that I'm making is with a build guide. So yeah, I'll link this build guide in the description below. The next thing is this extremely overwhelming tree. Now I'm not going to go over every single detail because it is really, really robust, but to suffice it to say that when you pick your class, and you do pick a class at the beginning of the game, it basically just tells you where you start off. I don't know all of these locations, but I have played as two different characters, so this one is the duelist right here. Bam. And you start off at this point and you can go this way, but you can go almost anywhere. And if I'm thinking correctly, you will get like over 100 some passive points if you continue to play through optional quests that you could do, as well as just leveling up. I'm about to get another one when I level up. I'll show you guys that in a second. And I believe yes, right here is the ranger, so you would start here instead. Some people like to start off in the middle. You know, there's benefits of both. You can only get this one if you play through the campaign and you unlock that class. But yeah, so you could start off and you can go anywhere, and the position can help you get to some of these even more powerful kinds of abilities. Basically, the bigger they are, the stronger that they could be. Couple of last little things to sum up. If you're really curious about how your abilities are performing, you can scroll through here and find them. So let's take my Lacerate ability. Well, bam, damage per second is right here, and all of the various things that it can do, and all the things that it could do defensively and stuff like that. All the miscellaneous things can be viewed here, and then various charges. In another episode, as well as when I learn more about them, I will go over charges, but basically they're like little points of buffs that can be added to your character. And your buffs can also be listed up here. And when you have certain buffs, it basically just takes up your mana. So enough talk, let us begin. Okay, so we are going to begin on some of the optional quests. I need to be in this area. I'm going to pull up the map. I re-keybinded. Whew, re-keybinded. These guys are already messing with me. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, I have this ability active. I need to deactivate that. There we go. So yeah, I have some quests in this area, and I opened up the map, so that's why there's a little map on my screen to kind of give me an idea of where to go. Now, I just leveled up, as you just saw, and I'm really excited about that. That'll give me 1 passive point. One thing that is important about passives is, in this game, if you choose a passive and you don't like it anymore later, it can be a little bit difficult to, well, get rid of your choice. You will get refund points, but you only get a set amount of those, and then you need to also get orbs of regret. If you don't like your choices, then you can use those, which leads to one really important thing. Darn it, I activated it again. Leads to one really important thing in this game, is in this game you don't get money per se. You don't. You just get currency that does different kinds of things. So like Scroll of Wisdom, for example, identifies items. There are items that you'll pick up that will be not identified, and when you use Scroll of Wisdom, it'll identify those items for you. You will also find these tough guys like this. Well, not tough for me, but there'll be yellow guys and blue guys, and I guess like gray guys. Oh no, what's this orb chasing me? Okay, well that hurt. Yeah, so, a pack of blue guys. Basically, they come with different modifiers that make them stronger, different kinds of things, like maybe they will regenerate life, or maybe they have increased damage, you know, stuff like that. So here's another little trick that I can show you with finding these items. Not all of them are necessary, so these are gray. I don't really need them, but there is currency that can help bump up a gray to a higher quality. You can tell right here that these are socketed, and when you pick this helmet up and you want to look at it, you can tell it's socketed right there. But some of these sockets are not necessarily connected, so like if you look really careful at this one, if you didn't hover over it but you just saw the text, you could see that the blue and the green is socketed. Linked, sorry. These are linked, but the socket, the green part right here, is not linked. And you can tell it right here. With this one, 3 sockets, green, red, green, and they're linked. But with this one, when it was on the ground, it was blue, green, and this socket was not linked. And the importance of linking something is to make sure that all of the abilities can benefit, like I said earlier, with one and another. Now we're fighting a unique monster. Oh my goodness, okay, I will try not to die. I don't know if I'm super prepared for this. Gonna summon my totem that will smack them to death. I must jump away. And now there are more guys coming after me. Fantastic. And as you can tell on the left, I am using my health potions. These run on charges, which basically means that the more enemies you kill, the more they refill. There are other abilities that help them, recover over time. Please stop trying to hit me. Please stop trying to hit me. Okay, are you done? Fire, please. Stop trying to burn me. Please stop trying to burn me. Please, please, please. Maybe in here, please. Aha, I found you. You thought you could get away. Abrak, the cloven... Abrath. The cloven one. And all of you... Okay, I just died. So when you die, great, okay. When you die, you can respawn in town, or you can go to the most recent checkpoint. The most recent checkpoint would be here. Time to activate my buffs. See, I held down control and then I pressed all those buttons. And my mana went down accordingly. Okay, let's try this again and hopefully not die. Because dying is lame and makes your experience go away if you do die. And I killed him and I died. Fantastic, okay. Okay, so we got some stuff. I'm gonna pick this up and I'm gonna pick this up. Alright, so yeah, that was pretty good. And now we finished kind of this secondary thing. And later on in the game, it unlocks these other kinds of abilities that you can get from defeating big monsters. So yeah, that's called the Pantheon. I will talk more about that in a future episode. But let us keep going and see if we can find... Oh, we did complete a quest. Okay, so now that we've completed a quest, let me show you how to get back to town. I highly recommend reading over each of these because they do various things with your gear and skills and all kinds of stuff. But this one will create a portal back to town. So now that I have completed this quest, the Cloven one, it's optional. I can talk to Bastille, but just in case Bastolio? Bartholomew? No, not Bartholomew. Let us put something away real quick in case the reward is something that takes up some space. Aha, it is. So see, this is useful. You get one of these, you click it, and bam, you now have 2 passive points. I will assign those later. I don't want to bore you guys with the guide, but yes, so I will assign those somewhere along this tree. Let's see, do I already have the spot that I was working on? Ah, yes, this one. So here's an example of a very strong node. Right there, 30% increased physical attack damage while holding a shield. I have one. And then all these other nice abilities right here. Whoop, bam. And then you apply it. But if I didn't like it, I can press this refund passive thing. Last thing on this, if you want to look for, I don't know, increasing your maximum life, you could type in life. And then you could see all of the nodes that would do that. It is recommended by many people to find a build that kind of goes in line with what you want to make and use the build guide, and then when you are more confident, expand yourself and try practicing different things and expand yourself. I don't know what I mean by that. Maybe you could do that. Maybe you could explode in this game. I don't know, but there you go. You could do that. And then you have the map. So, you will start off in part 1, act 1, and you go all here. These show the different locations, and it also shows you the level of the various areas. And then you just keep doing the quests and stuff like that. And so now we need to return here so we can go to this location. You can click here to figure out what quest you're on, and it'll show you a pathway to get there. So let us keep going. If you notice yourself dying a lot in this game, it might be due to, the resistances that you have. The enemies can hit you with fire or lightning, and it's important to have enough resistance towards those elements, and you can always check those by pressing the letter C, going to defenses, and just looking down at these resistances. So yeah, that's another little helpful tip. And they cap out at 75. This negative 30 is because of a quest that happens. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. And as you level up in this game, your gems, which, are the support ones and the main attack ones, also level up. They might require more mana, but they also might do more damage or even do different effects if you level them up enough. Brutal Mauler, you must die. Allies move faster, not anymore. If you have a fear of spiders and you want to take it out on them, this is a great way to do that. However, if you're too scared to do that, and don't worry, that's okay if if you're scared about doing that, then maybe playing a different game might be better. I would say Minecraft, but there's also spiders in Minecraft. So, Path of Exile has been out for quite a while. I don't know how long, but a couple of years. If you've ever been interested in playing a game, it is free, which is a nice plus. I can't move. Why can't I? Oh, there must be some trees and stuff right there. So it is a free game, and it's a lot of fun to play. And I personally feel like it doesn't require, a lot from your computer. But yeah, you can check it out on Steam, or you can go to their official website to find a way to get a copy of it for yourself. If you are curious about how this game ends up generating money, one of the things you can choose to do, and I'm not supported by them, I haven't even bought anything from them, is you can buy with, you can buy this currency and you can buy various things that you want. All of it is either just to make it easier to use the game. You don't actually buy official weapons, you just buy what it looks like. So yes, that is what this stuff is. What's great about this game too is it's multiplayer. You can get a bunch of friends together and have a late night gaming session, assuming that everyone has, a means to play it, and you could just play together. The monsters would scale, things would become more difficult, loot would become will become better. So there's all of that. Do we need to go up there? In the next episode, I would talk more about the different currency, but we'll briefly touch on this one. The jeweler's orbs, as it says, reforges the number of sockets on an item. It uses a percentage. So theoretically, I could use it on this one, and it could be 2 sockets, 3 sockets, 4, 5, or 6. Gloves can only have 4. Boots can have 4. I'm not sure about, shields, but helmets can only have 4, and they can either be linked or not, and you can use the orb of fusing to help link them together. All of this looks very toxic and deadly, and I am very scared. Oh my goodness, look at that giant bug. Okay, come on, magical totem that smacks things. Okay, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where did you go? Oh my goodness, you're right there. Oh, you resist elemental damage and chaos? Well, boo on you, because I do not deal either of those kinds of damages. Now that we killed that behemoth spider monster of doom and despair, let us... Oh no. Oh yeah, I have space. Okay, bam. See? No, they're passives. Favorite part of the game. All the passives. So many things you could do. But remember to touch on a little bit of everything. To recap, having good life, having good defense, having good offense, having good resistances to elements, all those kinds of things are very important. But I think that is where we're going to end today's episode. It was mostly just reviewing the basics of this game, and we will talk about some of the currencies and what they do and things to keep out for, but yeah, so I think this is good. I'm excited about this new adventure into ReviewPlay. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I hope you guys enjoy my awesome strong pose, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Bye!